Oh, okay. I wasn't
Yeah.
paying attention, I guess. I'm looking in the I'm
Yep.
looking in the Discord a lot and not paying attention to what you're talking about. I have to go back and rewatch what you're talking about a lot of times. So
Man, that gives me a lot of confidence here.
no, no, no. Like I'm normally like answering questions and stuff, so I'm not, I try to pay attention as much as I can, but I don't remember you talking about Apple. That's funny.
Yeah, we can revisit. So here's ES, right? Let's just kind of go just the futures real quick. Are the futures up? I guess that's the question.
I'm pretty sure they're down, Shorty.
They're like $1 red. They went green for a second.
Yeah, I mean this is not bad. Like there's a major level coming up here. So let's just start
Attention as much as I can, but I don't remember.
on weekly. So we have a nice hammer candle here. Obviously, this was the high here of this hammer candle. That's usually your entry, right, on the candle. And the candle, like the size of the candle, the volume, looks pretty good, guys, for the reversal. Here you will have some resistance as well. Just this whole area that it needs to kind of go through here. It's almost like this whole area needs to kind of pop almost above, what would this be, 4,500? Once it reclaims that, it looks like it's ready to go. So we're at 44.25. I would expect a little bit of choppiness, but let's see. Obviously, the monthly, not 3 months, sorry, the monthly candle here, really bearish. They're trying to push this. If they're to make this, like, if they're to push this to almost like 4,500, this would be a pretty bullish candle, in my opinion. But let's see. Right now, it's still a little early. On 15 minutes, what I like to do on these is look to see if there's any like channels that I can see, and there's a couple of them here. I mean, there's one for sure. So let's just look at it real quick. So let's see what happens when it hits this level. If it does hit this level, pay attention to it. It's an important level for it. So NASDAQ, same pattern. I mean, it looks like a bull flag on 15 minutes, right? But then you go into the bigger time frames and you're like, man, it didn't really do much just yet. So if you look right here, what would you guys think about this setup here? Just naked.
That's a bear flag.
Okay. What if we add just a little piece right here? What does it look like now? It looks like we're retesting for next leg down. You retest the demand and then you come back down. So there's definitely a bear flag here.
Yeah, I see. For me, I don't. I mean, I get the significance of like retesting um the supply zone, but it's still a bear
No,
flag.
no. So everything happens. So think about the plays that we have.
Hmm.
It goes above the demand, comes back. What do you call this?
It's a retest.
It's called a bearish money shot.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Right. So it's the same concept here. You went above higher. Now we're watching, see what you really want to do.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tomorrow's an important movement for this. Honestly, I would wait for this. I like that control feature that somebody told me.
I love that control feature. I've been using the hell out of.
So this would be, a really bullish level and look for a rejection level. So we'll see tomorrow. I mean, it has like this whole area here. It becomes a little shady for calls. Okay, let's look at SPY. We'll be fairly quick today till we know what the market wants to do. So obviously SPY has that high, also has a bear flag. We're not out of the woods obviously yet. It does have a nice candle here. Let me make sure I fix this. So it does have a nice candle over 444. I would probably let it go. So if you look at the weekly here, I would probably let it go here to almost 450. That would probably be the next level that we need to be aware of. And then if we switch to our 30 minutes, VSP, turn it on. Not this one. This one. Okay, so we'll be able to know which one is a, like a VPOC, right? So we have one right here. So we'll definitely mark this one as a VPOC. And that's January 19th. And this one, I would say, guys, would you guys consider this a strong one or a weak one? This VPOC.
Super strong.
Yeah, this is a really, really strong POC. Like this is super. If it's going to reject in this area, this is what I like to do here. So I like to zoom in like a little bit on these 3 volumes that I'm seeing here, just to see how the volume was clustered here. So it's telling me here, there's a nice distribution here between here and here. And I'm looking here, there's a nice distribution between here and here. So what I like to do is find the top of the one here. So for me, it would probably be somewhere around here and up to this one here. This becomes honestly the true demand supply zone right now. And I like to change the colors just so supply zones are red. Well, not the outline, but yeah. Something like that. And you watch for this level, right? And this might be, the setup where they go up to here and we short it at 456. It doesn't mean we get a play tomorrow, guys. A lot of you guys want to trade every day. Maybe we wait and see what happens at this level. We don't even take a trade tomorrow. If you want to scalp, 444.03 is your pivot tomorrow. Make sure you get out. You have 445 as psychological level. Make sure you get out on time. Okay, so we have this one. So this is also a VPOC here. And then you have another one like right above. And this is just a POC here, right? You guys see it? So that one was tested. So hopefully by now, everybody understands POC and VPOCs. So these would be the levels that I look to play, right? So if I'm going to go on the short side, this is just a regular POC here. Not a VPOC. Is this one VPOC? No, they tested. You guys see how it came down right here? Came down for a test.
Why do you have 449 as a level? Sorry.
449. I have 448.92.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 449 too. What's that level? I'll just.
It was just the resistance here that I was eyeing, because you see how it was support here before.
Yeah.
So I like to look for these just because they do become respectable. Where is it? Where's the text? Maybe not. Okay. So you see here how it acted as support, and now you can see how it acted as resistance right here. You see that? Oh, I guess you should probably get a new arrow. So here's your resistance piece to it. So now I'm just watching these levels and see what they do in between. And that's the beauty. And then you have like a little POC here. I guess it was a nice demand zone, so it really didn't act strong. You guys see that? If something was going to bounce here, it should have bounced here, but it didn't. So we can mark that level, but I think it's not that important. So that's SPY. These are the levels for SPY that we'll watch. For Qs, I don't know what did I do here. Wow, you guys see the rejection here? That's perfect. That is too perfect on POC. So you have this POC, here's your VPOC. So tomorrow this becomes a big level. And this is Jan 26th.
Oh, Shorty, really quick. You mentioned to draw your POCs with extended hours off. I noticed they actually don't even move when you turn
Probably,
extended.
yeah,
They don't
yeah,
move when you turn off
yeah.
extended hours.
Because the majority of the volume probably happens during the day because it's so low volume pre-market that it really doesn't impact
Yeah,
the
I mean,
calculation of the POC. So
I checked a
good point,
few.
though.
I didn't even notice a fluctuation by like a penny, so I don't think they move at all. I could be wrong,
Yeah,
but
I usually keep it off unless I'm trying in the morning. What I like to do, as you guys know, I'll bring in to see my pre-market high and see if something like one of the stocks that we're going to be looking to see if it moves, and then I'll go off of that.
yeah.
Yep. So these would be the levels that we watch tomorrow. If it breaks 353, we could wait for a little retest and then take it long and then look for 356.69. That's some cues. Let me just look at 65 minutes on this. I'm gonna hide this for a second. And you guys see, that would be a nice level right here. Yeah, it's almost safer, if you're to trade professionally and you don't want to take this till it gets over this neckline here. This is your double bottom. So if you're looking here, most people will not trade this tomorrow. There's scalpers that will, but most people will not trade this. Here's your one bottom, second bottom. Here's your neckline right here. Right here, 356.8. So that would be the level that you're kind of watching. The first level is to watch for a rejection here because of the VPOC, and if it crosses over, you can scalp this for $3. But then it has that resistance there. Just trying to see how we can draw the. Maybe go in 3 hours, it might be cleaner. Probably should have used my channels here. Probably would have been a lot cleaner. That's what I'll do. So yeah, 356 becomes very, very important. You guys see the nice channel that we are in, like downtrend. That becomes super important on tomorrow, 356.88. It might be a boring day tomorrow, just FYI. Microsoft. I think everybody's watching Microsoft tomorrow. You guys see why. Forward 308.50. I think we can get a nice little push. Probably about 311. But let's check something here. Yep. So you guys see the VPOC here.
Yes, sir.
There's your VPOC at 310.40. And like I mentioned this morning, I wouldn't have seen this VPOC if I didn't know what VPOC is. Right? So I'm giving you this information so that way you can kind of mark your levels so you know where the potential for rejection is. So most people, let's see what happens tomorrow, Microsoft. This might be a good case study, right? Most people are probably going to be, like, oh, this is running to the moon. This is going to go everywhere. And what if it rejects at this level tomorrow? They've probably never seen it. If you look at the candles here, that level is nowhere near the candle top or the bottom or here. They probably might not even see it. So that's why, you know, I give you the weapons. You guys have to kind of make it your own trading style on what you want to do. So here's your repuck again. Yeah, it might be a good chance here that it might get a bounce here in case we drop tomorrow. I'd watch for this POC. You have 303, and then you have this POC right here that are going to act like support for it. And then you also have a nice trend forming here, nice little channel up or a bear flag. I would look to short it somewhere around right here. So the first short, if you're aggressive, would be probably below this right here, which comes out to be 300. So 300, 294, and then you have you have a VPOC right here on the bottom. So 288. I'll be cautious of that one. What date? June 25. Okay, so now that we got these guys marked, here's your nice channel up. And then you see how this 318 on Microsoft, I don't know if you guys remember, but I said at 318, it wouldn't be a bad idea to short Microsoft. Does anyone recall that? Let me go to daily and I'll tell you why. Okay, so here's your, so I get more screen space. So here's your previous, if you guys look at it, this was your previous breakout here in a gap start, right? So if I look here, this was your gap start previous, right? Is right here. And then you have the gap all the way to about 315. And you see the major, you guys see the major support here. Bounced, came back, broke it, came back for a retest, and then it went down. So that is a level that you want to be aware of. It's a pivot level that we need to be aware of. So if you look here, this would be the area that I look for rejection for shorting of Microsoft. This area right here, about 318 to what, 319, call it 320-ish. It would be an area that we want to look at for a rejection. Okay. Apple is entering the kind of demand supply zone right now. So let's see what we got here. We'll delete this one. I don't like the way it's drawn. And so Apple, I think there's a nice potential move tomorrow for it. Okay, so 157. I guess it bounced right at 155. I think 170.42 was a daily mid.
That sounds about right.
So here's the level. So there could be a nice rejection coming right out of the gate tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too.
This one is not the best distribution there in volume, but I'll mark it as such. Then you have a POC right here. Oh, and that's a refuck right here. Am I marking this? Or?
You might not be able to see it because your line is so far out.
You hear my alarm in the background?
Yeah, he is not happy.
Mm-mm. Not at all. Okay, so let's try this for a second. So I would take notice of this double bottom here, neckline. If we come back for a retest, that's not a bad buying opportunity for a bounce plate. So we went, came back for the retest on that trend line, and imagine this at 3 a.m. when it hits you. Yep, yeah, so I'll watch this tomorrow, over this demand. If it comes back, wait for a retest. So, you know, retest will start at 170.52. For most people, I think if you're going to play it. It'd probably be, yeah, probably 170.52, wait for a retest on this one, Apple, Microsoft. Okay. What other ones you guys got? I'm looking at these. I will look at Amazon. I'm sorry, I forgot. So Amazon is trying to reclaim something fairly important here. You guys see what it is? Let me give you this view. Hold on one second, guys. Let me just. Sorry, guys. He's just being changed, and that's it. Okay, so here's your Amazon 3-month view. You guys see 3 months, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, right? I mean, you're looking at like about 2 years of consolidations inside this box. Usually, if they're going to take something higher, they like to peak it on the bottom, and then they send it higher. And then if I was to, let's say, extend this box to be here, you guys see how well it's kind of respected and bounced off of it. So Amazon actually looks like you might want to go. If you guys remember, last couple of minutes, 20 minutes in Amazon last, it ran pretty wild. So let's see Amazon here. I'm just going to take the big box out because it's kind of relevant for us right now. So honestly, 2903, did it really go to 2903 on? Oh, wow, it did on that day. Okay. So 2903 breaks, wait for a retest, and then we can take this for about 70 points. This could be your account doubler for small accounts. But we'll see. They also might be expensive contracts, so let's kind of just watch that. 2903, if it breaks it, wait for a retest, and then we go higher. You got to note something else. Does anyone see it? Drew, no, he can't answer.
I'm not allowed to answer.
This is the gap.
There's a little gap here, yes. You're talking about this one?
Yeah, I was talking about that one.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a small gap. What else?
Double top.
It's more than a double top here. 1, 2, I would say going in for triple top here now. Okay, so we're still in the bear flag, right? So you have to be cautious as you're trading. This is not an ascending triangle, right? I am.
Yeah.
KSSN in chat said a bear pennant.
This is a bear pennant, correct? I'm just like picking on Ram.
You like picking on me too, but I like it, so it's good.
And I mean, look at this channel. That's pretty freaking nice. Even if you go in 4 hours, you guys see it? Anyone see it? No.
Yeah, I see it.
So this is a fairly nice channel here. I like that, man. So we'll definitely watch this and see. I mean, 2903. I mean, the upside could be almost right here somewhere that it meets. What time frame on 4 hours? And the earnings are February 3rd. Oh, that's Thursday, man. This is gonna shake the market. This is gonna be literally a market shaker here.
Can we do AMD next?
Yeah, we can do AMD. Let me just do this. So AMD has ER, and you guys see all the clusters right here of your clouds. It's telling you there's not a lot of range right now that it's gonna run. And watch, you guys see where the daily bottom lines up? You guys see that? It lines up with our level for going long. So what do you think might happen tomorrow?
That's what's
Re-
there.
Reject for sure. Bear money shot.
It'd be a bearish backdoor.
It might
I
even
meant
So-
backdoor, my bad.
it might even just chop in there.
Yep. So what I will expect tomorrow, let's see if it's true, is something like this. Everyone on Twitter, go on Twitter, look up Amazon. I bet you they're doing 2903 entry. Watch this. This is exactly what's going to happen tomorrow. We go here, we come back, and this becomes a key moment for the market. This right here will be the key moment. It will go above it. It will reject the 1.6 or 1.8 line inside the cloud here. And then it also has a weekly bottom here as well at 29.44. So it might be a nice run, but people are going to get slapped if they don't take profits here. And I'm pretty sure the contracts are stupid pricey right now. I mean, especially on Monday. Oh yeah, look at this POC right here. Yeah, I see it right there. 29.15. Deepak. What is the Jan 22nd? 21st. So we'll watch this tomorrow, and then we'll go to AMD right now. AMD has ER, I believe, this week as well. Who remembers when we drew the demand zone on AMD? I think we were 15 cents away. If I bring out my ThinkOrSwim trading, I'm pretty sure we were 15 cents away from this. It was 99.15 that we set the level. So tomorrow, the 105 psychological has to hold on it. It does have a nice bear flag as well. And so let's start with some of these guys. VPOC here. Who's bullish on AMD earnings?
I mean, I'd figured they would be considering TSM destroyed it.
If you know AMD makes better chips than a lot of companies around now, and the market is in turmoil, and you're a market maker, what would you do? Would you buy it here, or would you use that as an opportunity to bring it down more?
I bring it down more, but in my world, AMD doesn't even exist. So
Oh yeah, yeah. AMD doesn't exist.
no, I would be willing to bet that a lot of people are bullish on AMD, and market makers are going to tank it.
Oh yeah, that's usually how it works.
Probably a run up before and then drop it.
I mean, it would be in their favor because it's a good company, right? And if they can buy it cheaper, they don't care about you or me or anyone. They want it cheaper. But this is a nice channel here. You guys see it? So honestly, the true reversal on this stock doesn't even happen sometimes till about 1:30. Here's your daily view. So here's your daily view of the whole thing. And it looks like we're just starting to be out of the, you know, on the bottom of the channel. Yeah, that was a good buy. And we had that level. If you guys look, you will notice we had that demand zone for it, right? I think it was 99.15 that we had. It was in probably one of the watch lists. So it was a good setup. I mean, here you could make another case for another trend line, but you know, you're kind of in the channel breaking here. Yeah, you can play that. But let me see. The contracts are going to be super, super inflated on this too. Yeah, I mean, you could take it. If you take it above this, if it breaks this little trend line that we got here, if it breaks that trend line, you could take it to about 110 probably. Could be the bottom. Yeah, so right there. You're looking at 109.86. So these would be your levels. Probably play that to be safe. 106.04. Play it to 109 and call it a day. You guys know I don't support swinging through ER. AMD, a lot of vaccine companies have been quiet. So, ooh.
Really quick, Shorty.
Mm-hmm.
What about like taking multiple contracts in the morning and then just playing the IV and trimming and leaving a runner?
I'm not following. I guess explain more what you're saying.
I've noticed, like, even if a stock chops sideways into earnings, like if you take contracts around, I don't know, like an hour or two into the market, you can generally trim even with the stock moving sideways and like make enough profit to just leave a runner overnight on a lot of stocks into earnings.
Yeah, I mean, if you're comfortable with that, sure. Yeah, I mean, if you are, if not, then it becomes a little harder. Do you guys see any patterns here, though? Anyone?
Got like a back door or something, like a bear, whatever it is.
See it now?
Yeah. Oh, inverse head and shoulder.
Yep. So we got
Head
inverse head and
shoulders, yeah.
shoulders. Yep. So we should definitely watch this because it's been quiet, guys. This whole vaccine shit, excuse my language,
Ain't
but
it?
it's been super quiet.
had that really good news about the COVID pill.
So say it again.
They had that good news too about the COVID pill.
But
I
look
had
at
Oh, I got.
there
gotta
was
make
there was a pop
amazing
when that
money this year off of it.
there was a pop when that news came out though.
Yeah, I definitely watch this over 55 tomorrow. This is probably my favorite setup so far. But there's one thing I don't like. Who sees it? Anyway,
I can see.
Decreasing volume.
The falling volume.
Yeah.
I don't like this. Usually that means I want to short it here. If you read the book by Anna Coing, as the volume is going like this and you're getting smaller candles and you have this nasty hanging man here, or whatever you want to call it, inverse hammer, this becomes a critical point tomorrow.
Got a
Really important.
volume anomaly.
Yep. This is critical tomorrow. So definitely on watch tomorrow for Pfizer.
Johnson and Johnson's not a bad one to look at, Shorty.
Holy crap, they pumped this one up.
They just had
$13.
earnings last week. I believe Thursday morning.
There's a VPOC at 174.
Look at that nasty monthly candle, guys. Oh. Yeah, over 174.30, there's a chance that this runs a little bit. So if you go here, this becomes your level to watch. 175.22, and then if you switch to 30 minutes. First, there was way too shortcut turning on signals. Oh yeah, look at that. You're talking about this one, right?
Yeah.
That's a massive epoch, and it's a fairly important one too. January 7th. It's
The
fairly
daily cloud looks pretty good on it too.
closed or open? Are you talking about rejection or higher?
For rejection, right
Yeah.
at the Virgin POC.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning bearish on it, but unless some news are coming out, I mean, even if I look here on 30 minutes, I mean, this is not a bad little flag if it breaks this to play that. And look what happens here when you just drew this channel parallel to this. Look at where it's pointing. Come on. Yeah, so I would definitely watch this tomorrow, J&J. At about 174. They could squeeze you out to about 175 to scare you and then dump it. So I would watch for entry, like an early entry on the rejection here potentially, and see. Because there's a case of something else here too. Does anyone see it? How about now?
I mean, rising wedge.
Yep. Definitely looks like a rising wedge to me. So I'll definitely watch this tomorrow. I mean, it's not a bad one to watch. You can short it here, or if you're a little scared, 169 below 170, you can short it. I'll short it on the rejection if the volume and everything agrees on it.
Yeah.
Thanks. NVIDIA here. Let's see. What was I testing? Okay. In a bear market, what would you expect here? What would you do here if you know we're in a bear market, right? We are in a bear market a little bit now.
Short, right at open or
Yeah, I would.
Well, you
I'd
right at
put
that trend line.
right at the top of the channel. I would take it short.
Yeah, so the rule is when you have a channel down or channel up, you want to short anytime it tops, right? So you wouldn't know about this one right here because it's the first one. But the second one here, you knew about it. I guess if you drew a parallel line from this, you just wouldn't know where. Now that we have the third one, this line becomes really, really crucial. It becomes very important for the next move indication, where are we going? If we reject there, I mean, there's a strong chance that we are going to go, a lot lower here, probably into 180s, which would make sense about 195 here. Okay, so let's watch that. I mean, that's a big range for, if you look at 2-hour candle, you look at a daily, still has a bear flag. Or bear pennant. I think we're gonna get into a little bit of a chop for next 2 to 3 months, and I'll tell you guys quickly the reason why I'm thinking this is this right here. Well, no, this right here. Where's the... Okay, so if you look at QQQ, just pay attention to the candles, right? You guys see it? It's an inside candle. Let me remove this. It's an inside candle on the Ashis, right? When's the last time you had an indecision Ashi candle right here?
Before that last run up, right?
This one here. And you see what happened here? Let's see, where's my... So you're talking about this one? That was your first one. Look what happened to the second one. The range got even tighter, right? Remember, I'm on a 3-month chart. They consolidated. That's what I'm expecting here. And then if I look far left, isn't this almost like identical setup right here?
Yeah, I see it.
Is it not the same setup that we are seeing here? This is the candle that we are in. And you see the choppiness. Look at the range. It went from 104 to 83, 87 versus 110 versus 63. 50% range to about 20% range in 3 months. That's a big, big, big difference, guys. Like it is tough to trade in that market. And then look at the VIX on the 6-month candles. And sometimes I look at these candles just to see if there's anomalies in terms of the market overall. So here, if you check SPY, right, you see the volume pretty flat on volume here, nothing increasing. You check SPX. And if I check, let's say 6 months, you guys see anything unusual here?
Volume anomaly.
Yeah, so there's a volume anomaly here. The candles are getting smaller, and you see this whole push here. Just look at these 6-month candles. Like only these last couple of months, and the ones that are actually, declining in volume. Here, at least in some moments, you had stepping volume up.
The volume fell the whole time.
I'm sorry?
The volume fell the whole time from the start of the run up.
Yep. So I mean, honestly, up to here, it somehow made sense in terms of volume because you see the volume 2008, they're buying, and then honestly, it's been this whole break. Eventually, you guys see where the breakout was on the bottom. You guys see it? You never got retested at 1500. So if you're not buying it,
That'd be insane.
Oh, trust me, that happens a lot. Not a lot, but it can happen. A lot of people say that can't happen. No, this can definitely happen. No, back to the video. But you don't want to see in the video on 6-month chart. It'll blow your fucking mind. So Nvidia's range, funny. Nvidia's range was 992. Oh my god. And it went to 350. So 3 months. Let's see how it's looking. So it has volume here. I mean, it has a lot of selling. I mean, at this level that it's on, 260.72 is a fairly important level. I would say that's a fairly important level. And you guys see here the previous monthly at 202. 3 month candle. Then you look at the monthlies, and then it'll kind of make more sense. So the monthly goes green. Where would the monthly candle turn green?
I mean, it's hard to
Where it
say by
opened.
looking at your chart, but it's basically when it crosses the top of the body.
Yeah, exactly.
280-ish.
I guess
Yeah,
I couldn't give
sure.
you a price, but yeah, when it
Yep.
goes above the body of the candle.
And that's an important thing to be aware of, like where the monthly candle turns green or some on the higher time frames, right? Not a bad thing to be aware of. So if you look at the monthly here on the regular candles turns green at 298. And actually it's a little bit different. So just kind of looking at it from higher level, but yeah, I won't bore you for that. This is a really tough setup. I mean, historically, prior to this, you guys remember that we shorted this below 230. That we said below 230, short. Well, if it was short below 230, you know, this here becomes almost like a no range. You want to wait for the break of probably about, I would say this 233-ish, probably around 233.78 or even a little bit less than that. Let's see. Let's see. Probably somewhere around, I would say 233 break. You can play that, and it will probably go to about 240 for us. So I'll watch this. I don't think they have ER coming up. Well, they do. It is February 16th. So I'll watch this tomorrow as well, over 233, which might be a nice setup. Okay. I think that's it from the stocks perspective that I'm going to watch tomorrow. If anyone wants Tesla, you can do Tesla. I don't know if people love Tesla. And it did the least amount of recovery for me from what I expected to see from it. So yeah, I mean, this does not look very bullish yet. And if you guys noticed, a lot of stocks are in this formation, right below their demand zones, previous demand zones, and now aka supply zones. Hurts my eyes, honestly. I don't know why I did it. So I'll definitely watch this. If we can break probably 870, might be a good entry to play it to about 900. But that's, I don't know if that's worth it because their contracts are going to be stupid expensive. See what we got. All right, so we got a couple of epochs on this guy. There's one right here. And I would say this is a fairly strong one just because there's two of them in a row here. I'll definitely watch this, and then you got one above. So the best way you could play this, if you wanted to, if it breaks, let's say you want to play this right here. If it breaks this POC right here, so let's call it 860 on a good day. If it breaks that, there's a high chance they'll probably go to the next POC, which would be about 890. And then you have another POC in between. So 889 to 914. So these will be the levels. Honestly, just a congestion here. So much going on, but if you're aggressive, 860 to about 890, you can play a $30 points on Tesla. From volume perspective, I'm not seeing anything unusual. So I'll watch that. Any other tickers you guys want to see? I'm trying to focus only on a couple, so it'll be Apple, Microsoft.
Earth asked for shop.
I'm sorry?
Earth asked for shop.
Shop. Shop have ER coming up? Something's off on volume. Oh, yeah. February 16th. Do you guys see anything special here? Anyone?
Falling wedge, perhaps.
Okay. Anyone else? Anything? Anything we should be aware of?
Consolidation zone.
Okay. What else you got? Anything else? All right. So pay attention to this sell-off we had here. You see the sell-off? Volume down. I think Shop's gonna have a massive run. Like a huge, huge run. Massive sell-off, like here, right? That it dumped it from, you're talking about 968 all the way to the lows of 780 with the volume anomaly. Does that happen anywhere else in the chart? Okay, so let's watch, for this volume anomaly here. Let's watch for this volume anomaly here. Let's see, there's one right here. So the 3 bars, right? So you see that 3 bars, including this one here, started dumping the stock from 1300 all the way down to here on lower volume, decreasing. and they did the same. So it looks like orchestrated selling, right? Then they sold it again more, and then massively another leg down. So now it looks like, you know, somebody said it right. I don't know who. It looks like a nice consolidation right here. So 963 is a really nice recovery level and a breakout level. Then if you look at for scalping and even on 30 minutes, look at this. I'm just looking at 30 minutes and that box is still intact. We still have a bear flag on it, so. So I would definitely wait for this break here. Either way, honestly, I would not push it on this one because the contracts and the spread are not in your favor. So if you get in a bad contract, it might just really go against you. But I'm bullish on the stock. I think it's gonna beat ER and go to about probably 900, 960, or 960 to about 1060 here. I would expect that bounce on it.
Shorty, have you looked at your baby AFRM?
It's probably beat down to 55, 50, 60.
No, it had a good.
Wow, it went to 48. Wow. Oh, let me do this. Wow, this was a good buy if you're buying shares. This right here is pre-gold. This is golden opportunity here. Had a nice bounce here. Obviously, you guys see the little double bottom. So 61.75 could be a nice entry on a firm. I would say if we get a look at a firm, we have to look at Roblox. Whoa, Roblox went to all-time low. What? I would definitely watch Roblox over this level tomorrow, guys. Like, definitely watch this. This is a major player, right, in the metaverse world. I would definitely watch this tomorrow over 60.50. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is this definitely going on the watch list. Hey, who won in that game? Anyone got it up?
Rams won.
Are you serious?
Yep, they intercepted at the last minute of the game.
What? Wow. Oh my God. Kyle Shanahan's probably gonna be fired. Oh, that is crazy, man. Wow. Sorry, guys. I hate him because he was a Falcons coach or coordinator when we lost Super Bowl. I'm debating on this one. Yeah, let's watch this guy over tomorrow. I'll definitely watch this tomorrow. Over 60.50 and the firm as well.
Roblox is hitting right off of the weekly bottom right now on the cloud.
Yeah. Yeah, if that happens, that's usually, if you buy 3 months out, you're probably going to be golden. And especially when a company is good. I don't think Roblox is necessarily a bad company. So I'll definitely watch this tomorrow. Roblox, what else do we have? I mean, you have some of these stocks. I don't know if you guys know some of these stocks, but here, look at this. On Melly, I mean, perfect double bottom here. Like, it does not get any better than that. So you can definitely watch this. This is a little bit more for, you know, for bigger accounts. If you have the necessary capital to trade it, contracts are a little bit expensive on it. So I'll definitely watch this on Melly. If you like Chipotle, here's Chipotle. It has the same exact setup. And if you switch to monthly here.
CMG, that's what Chipotle is, huh?
Yep. It was pretty much owned by McDonald's before, no longer.
I still think CHPT would have been better for Chipotle.
CHPT?
Yeah, what's the
What's
charge
that?
point is.
Oh,
Charge
for like, let's see, what's this one? Oof. Wow. I guess they're dying. How's Bitcoin anyone? Just to check real quick.
Last time I looked, it was ripping up.
Oh, bear flag. Yeah, this is about to die. This is about to go to hell. Yeah, this does not.
How do you feel about crypto, Shorty?
I don't have much feelings about it, but I'm looking at the. If this breaks 35.5, man. I guess 29 has has a lot of support in this demand zone. Yeah, this would be the next level for it. And it looks like we're about to go there. So that brings up coin. Whoa, coin's at all-time high, all-time low. Wow, it is beat down from every standard deviation of anchored VWAP here. Rejected. Wow. Pretty bad. That was pretty bad. All right. Anything else from you guys? Anyone? I don't know if anyone's talking on chat. I'm about to switch real quick.
What are your favorite setups going into tomorrow?
Favorite setups, I think you said Pfizer looks good.
Yeah.
We want to watch for longer rejection. Firm doesn't look bad either. Or 61.75. Their earnings are, I think, next week. Yep. Watch a firm. Roblox looks good. I'm not gonna lie, that one is good. J&J. I would watch J&J for more short than anything else. So I'd watch this level on J&J. We said Microsoft, right? So you could play Microsoft over this level here. You could play over 305. Make sure you get out at 310. It has the VPOC at 310.40, then 312. Nice breakout over 312, send it 318. I would be looking bearish, kind kind of rejection in this supply zone here. Depending on the market, right? Don't take everything, like a straight shot. We're watching the market. We're seeing how it does. I'll definitely watch this tomorrow. See how we do. Apple was another one, I believe, that we had. So we said 170.5 on Apple. I would round that up probably to 171 of this candle right here, just to be on the safe side. So go long here. So I'd watch that level on Apple tomorrow. I just don't know what they said in ER to propel this stock higher than it is right now. I just don't see it. But
I think the only thing they said that was really positive was that supply chain issues were getting better or something to that effect.
yeah, but from the company standpoint, operations, I mean, what are they changing? What, you're gonna give me a bigger iPhone again?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't really say anything good other than like saying that supply chain issues were getting better, which I don't even
Yeah.
think is true.
I think they had to cover their ass, but yeah, it looks like if you're gonna play Netflix, you would want it over this area right here, which would be about 390 that you want it over. I mean, it has a nice candle here, obviously. As Ryan would say, it has an ascending triangle.
Who?
Ryan,
Thank
he's
you.
awake. He's
Ryan.
awake. So here, and then you have a nice, obviously, gap. This is massive at some point. 90% of the gaps, I don't know if you guys know, but 90% of the gaps get filled. So, there's a VPOC there. Almost 401. Yeah, I'll definitely watch. I mean, I'll watch this tomorrow, see how the contracts move. But we definitely have a little bear flag going on. I just don't know where the bottom would be for Netflix. They took such a massive beating, and with them increasing prices, I'm pretty sure, that they're priced to go higher. Usually, believe it or not, the market makers and the investor groups and the companies, they can strike a deal behind the closed doors where they say, "We'll dump your stock, but then we're going to load up so hard, we'll recover it back. Just bear with us, blah blah. Give us a better price." Because remember, I scratch your back, you scratch my back, and if they're not scratching their back, they're not going to buy it in their hedge funds and their huge positions that they build. So hey, dump it and we'll buy it at this price. Okay, 350, sure. 350, and now we go back up. We'll send you to 1,000. But stuff like that happens. Not saying necessarily that it had to happen here, but stuff like that happens. Just keep that in mind. So we'll watch this definitely. And, there's some side items you want to watch. Spot. You guys see this candle here on 4 hours. Look at this. Daily on spot. This looks like a pretty nice setup even for tomorrow over 174. I think there was some news. Okay, yeah, the Joe Rogan guy, whatever. Yeah, I'd watch this over 174 tomorrow. Probably be on my list. Take it long. All right, guys. Yeah, there's some nice potential setups if we get this going tomorrow. We're gonna have to be talking as a team tomorrow, though. Too many setups to slip here. So I mean, over 175 has 180, 185, and then stuff like this where I know. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. I don't like when clouds are so close together and the price is trying to go up. Usually it leads to choppiness. And I just don't like that. This is just too dangerous for me. So 175.91 is the 4-hour bottom. Okay. All right, guys. If you find any setups, send them charted. The more screen time you guys get, the better it is for you. The more you're gonna pick up. So the goal is to start recognizing patterns quickly, especially in the mornings. If you see nice triangles or whatever, I'm not saying early in the morning, but like midday, if you're seeing nice setups, you definitely want to be quickly recognizing them so that way you can take the trades. All right, guys. All right, well, thank you. Have a good night. I'll be on tomorrow as well live, so bring your energy. Let's go.
Thanks, Shorty.
Make some money.